Hi everyone, this is Emmy. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet these easy flat crochet slippers. So let's get started. To make these easy slippers, I'm working with 2 strands of worsted weight yarn and a 6.5mm crochet hook. Start with a slip knot, and I'm going to work a foundation chain that is as long as the foot. Like that, as long as the foot. And I'm going to chain an additional 2, and that will take the place of the first double crochet. Going to double crochet in the 3rd stitch from the hook, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. To make a double crochet, yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 loops, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 loops. So go ahead and double crochet in every stitch across the row. Okay, I've double crocheted in each stitch across the row. Now you can double check to make sure that it reaches from the center of the heel to the end of the foot. So I'm going to attach my new color, and I'm going to lock it in by making 1 stitch with both the yarn end and the working yarn. And that stitch will take the place of this first stitch. So I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch and in every stitch all the way across the row. Make a single crochet, insert the hook into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn and pull it through 2. Like that, all the way across the row. So go ahead and single crochet all the way across the row. Okay, I worked all the way across the row, and I'm going to fasten off that color. Chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet across the row, but I'm going to work in the same pattern that I did in a previous video. I'm going to single crochet in the back side of the stitch and then in the front side of the stitch. So in the back side of the stitch and then in the front side of the stitch. Back side, front side, and I'm going to work across the row. Okay, I worked all the way across the row. At the end of the row, chain 1 and turn. And you're going to continue this until the work will wrap almost around the foot. So work in the back side of the stitch and in the front side, in the back side, and in the front side. That's you're going to continue until this will wrap around the foot. And here's how that will look when you have worked as many rows as required for the size you're making. So if I place the foot on here and I bring this section over to the center, and then I bring this one up, you can see that I need this much, and that will be this band, which will be added here. So I'm going to attach my red. Just pull it through that stitch, chain 1, single crochet in each stitch across the row. And I'm working in the full stitch now. So single crochet all the way across the row. Okay, I single crocheted in each stitch across the row and I fastened off. Now I can come back to this side again. I'm going to pull my color in and chain 2. And then double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. Okay, so double crochet all the way across. Okay, I double crocheted all the way across the row, and on this end is where my foundation chain was, and this end is stretchier, so I'm going to chain 1 and turn, And I'm going to slip stitch in each stitch across the row just to make a nice tight edge like over here. So slip stitch in each stitch all the way across the row. Like that, all the way across. Okay, I slip stitch in each stitch all the way across the row. Now I'm going to fold the work in half and pull that loop through on this side. And now I can slip stitch all the way down to join the heel end of the slipper. Like that. That's the heel end. And I'm just going to tie these into a knot. And then you can just weave these yarn ends into the stitch. So that's the heel end that's been closed up. And on the toe end, I threaded some yarn into a needle. And I'm going to weave all the way across the front of the slipper. And I'm going to tie my red yarn ends together. And now I'm going to pull that yarn and take a couple of stitches here to secure it. And then I'm going to sew across the top of the foot until I've reached approximately halfway. So just sew across. Like that, and take a few stitches, weave the yarn end into the work, and then fasten off. And that's how the slipper looks. And there it is on the foot. And there you have another easy slipper to crochet. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.